Uchi Wally Wally. That's not my song.
That's nice. I haven't heard that song.
And it pops into my head every now and again, like randomly every couple of years.
I feel like a lot of rappers reference it as well. Like I always hear Uchi Wally. Like just somewhere in the week I'll hear Uchi Wally. Not necessarily the song, but someone mentioning it. I'm like, oh my day. Yeah.
I think it we're live because I know Rich is just bare smiling. Like he's just like, yeah, we're like, hey, oh yeah, it's Wednesday, it's 7:30ish, and all I've got in my head is Uchi Wally Wally. We've been on this whole time. It's fine. It's okay because you know what? We could bring back Uchi Wally Wally because it was a tune.
Playing with
Not looking friendly.
This is what we're really like. No, not at all. We're not the stereotype.
Like, Uchi Wally in it.
This is how we connect with our people. Hi people, welcome to It's issue 99. Yeah, can we just take a moment for us? Well done us. Yeah, we're doing well.
Yes.
Got 100th issue next week. Hopefully you'll be
maybe the week after.
You know? Maybe the week after the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we won't.
Either way, our next show, whether it's next week or the week after, I'm gonna finish this.
I was wondering. I was like, you're not gonna pull the rest in? What's going on?
Whether it's next week or the week after, we're gonna be doing our 100th episode.
Indeed.
Yes. Hopefully you'll
tune in, turn up, get down. Because it's gonna be a shubs in the thing, isn't it?
It's gonna be a shubs. But until the shrubs, welcome to our issue 99 here with Source Wolf. Us, you know us already, Phantom Specialist. We read comics too, and the Outlaw Red Hood. You should know. If not, get to know. Make sure you like and subscribe because we're lit. And go onto our Patreon. And if you want us to do some stuff, you can. Okay, what we got on the news today? Sorry.
On the news today, we have. Actually, guys, you might have to help me with this lady's name because I'm gonna hurry up, man.
Okay.
Iman Vellani has been chosen.
Currently, that's in the script.
Yes.
Right, go.
Newcomer Iman Vellani has been chosen to play Miss Marvel.
There we go. See, you're fine.
That's right. So apparently, this lady, she's actually a newcomer as well. So she's been selected to play Miss Marvel.
Okay.
She's actually
a teenager.
Yeah, she's a teenager in the comics.
Okay.
She's kind of got Mr. Fantastic. She's an Inhuman as well, and she's kind of got Mr. Fantastic's powers where she can elongate herself and make herself bigger and smaller.
Showed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
During that time when they were trying to force the Inhumans down our throats. Remember that, everyone?
Yeah.
Remember when
Oh my God.
everywhere, but the X-Men were nowhere to be seen? Remember that?
I know, right?
That's it.
Oh my days.
So yeah.
They didn't even do it properly.
No, they didn't at all.
Okay, go ahead.
So, according to Deadline, after a long search, Marvel has found its Miss Marvel. The studio is tapping newcomer Iman Vellani to star in its Disney Plus series based on the comic book character, and also apparently she's going to be starring in a Disney Plus series, and she'll be in the movies as well. So that's a good thing.
Okay, so let's just backtrack 2 seconds. Okay, right. So she's Inhuman Miss Marvel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does that mean? Niggas like, hold on, because we already got a storyline with what's her face?
Captain Marvel. So Miss Marvel, she's basically a fangirl. So she's like
so much fun.
Yeah, she knows all about the superheroes. She's a proper fangirl of Captain Marvel, and that's why she chose the name Miss Marvel.
Okay. Not that it's confusing at all.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, Captain Marvel's had loads of names in the past anyway, so.
I know, yeah. We ain't gonna get into that.
Different characters from different universes and comic book trading companies even.
Yeah.
Publishing.
That's it.
Oh no.
I think.
Okay.
So yeah,
Wow.
if you don't know, she's actually in a new Avengers game as well. That's pretty much the main character.
Hmm.
So
She is, isn't she?
Okay.
yeah,
I think
Not
they're trying to
bad.
make her the new face of like the Team Marvel.
yeah, I think so.
Mm. Now, how are we feeling about this? Are we cool? We good?
I'm
This-
cool.
I'm
I got no
excited.
problem with it. They got like an, as far as I know,
Yeah.
you know, don't shoot me, but they got like an authentic whatever to play, whatever, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they did
She
their
does look like the
research.
girl in the comics. Yeah, she does
To
look
be
like the
honest,
girl in the
when
comics.
I
Yeah.
saw her, when I saw her, I did think she actually looked like Kamala Khan, and I'm actually
Yeah.
excited for this as well. Like,
Mm.
she's such a fun character. I've not bought her comic per se, but comics that I've read, she's featured in, and she's so much fun to like reading her.
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah.
one Spider-Man storyline back when not Donny Cates. Why I was gonna say Donny Cates. Help me out, Rich. You did the last Spider-Man run. You got me an autograph. Come on, man, Rich.
Rich is like,
You wrote
what
for
now?
Spider-Man. You met him. You asked him to be on the podcast. Yes. Anyway, this right there, yeah.
Your microphone's off.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Not you,
Oh,
Kieran.
mine.
Rich.
Sorry.
Rich is. Rich was saying it, and Kieran was like, what are you doing? Come on.
Right, what name that?
Good.
Dan Slott.
Yeah, man, Dan
Dan
Slott. That's the one. Back when Dan Slott was writing for Spider-Man, there was, I can't remember what the storyline was at the time, but Ms. Marvel featured that Kamala Khan featured, and she was just like so excited to be teaming up with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And what she was doing was like asking him questions about Captain Marvel, like Carol Danvers. And I think she asked him, "Is it true that you guys used to date?" But they're busy, they're proper busy. She's a lot of fun to read. She really is. I've read her in a few articles as well. She's just always just excited.
Yeah.
Excited to be a superhero, excited to be teaming up with whether it's like Wolverine or Captain Marvel herself. She's just so I'm looking forward to her show.
Same.
Yay!
Yeah.
Cool. That is so sort of approved.
I'm also looking forward to seeing how she kind of interacts with everyone else as well. That'd be interesting in films. I'm sure she'll be a good combination with Ant-Man as well.
Yeah. Actually, that would be actually quite funny. And I feel like Ant-Man needs one of those, kind of needs that younger thing to kind of get on his nerves, because everybody has it in the team. You know what I mean? It's just like Spider-Man is it for obviously it was for Iron Man and so yeah, so that'd be fun. Aww. Right. Yay! Okay, what we got next?
Next up we have Jamie Foxx confirms Electro's return.
Oh my god.
Sorry if that was
I mean, do we care?
No. Do you know? I was watching. I love shouting these guys out. Double Toasted. What up? Let's hook up, guys. I'll go on Corey. Man like Corey, yeah. They were basically. Oh damn! I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, you shouted about. What? I asked, do you care? And you said no. There we go.
What are you talking about, though?
Jamie.
The Electro. Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, wow. That's it. Amy Pascal. Amy Pascal is anyway, it's like she's trying it. It's like, basically what they said on Double Toast is that they spent the whole of The Amazing Spider-Man trying to set up this, and I agree with this, I'm regurgitating it because I agree with it, setting up their own shared universe, and it flopped. But now it's like, Marvel Studios has helped them so much with Spider-Man and so forth. It's like on their side, they're like, okay, while Kevin Feige and the MCU do all the hard work, we'll use their Spider-Man because we own him. Use their Spider-Man because we own him and start our own shared universe over here. And it's like, the way they put it, I can't remember who said it on Double Toasted, but the way they put it was like, it's a shame that they're kind of ruining this new Peter Parker's story by trying to force this universe that they've been trying to get off the, like, we'll see a Marissa Tomei movie. The Aunt May movie. That movie's coming.
Oh gosh,
no,
please.
So
Please,
I'm not
no.
Electro.
I hope
Not
they
only-
don't do that. Please don't do that.
You know you're gonna go see it, Rich. Like what? Like,
Allow
don't do
me.
it.
Which is
Don't
like-
do it. Don't take my money. Take my money.
Nah, not at this rate. So
Mm-mm.
funny.
I'm not for this.
You're not for it. One thing that Jamie Foxx did as well on his Twitter was he shared a picture of. It looks like it's kind of from Into the Spider-Verse, but you got 3 Spider-Men in the distance and the head at the top.
Oh yeah.
And it says he wrote, "Tell Spidey, let's run it back. Super excited to be part of the new Marvel Spider-Man new installment. Can't wait for y'all to check the new one, and I won't be blue in this one, but 1,000% badass."
Yeah.
So that suggests that kind of confirms, without confirming, it's not going to be the same Electro, maybe, or
Yeah.
his abilities have evolved.
Yeah.
Go
Maybe.
Go both ways. Wagwan Cass.
Hey, hey, cat. But either way, I just look. If the ball's already rolling, we're gonna get it. Just make it good. Yeah, just make it good. Make it like as coherent as you possibly can. You know, make it sync well. Will I see it? I need to see the trailer.
This is for the next Spider-Man movie, yeah? Like, this is for Spider-Man 3, yeah?
I assume
Yeah.
so, yeah. I think it seems like there's definitely going to be a crossover. It really does seem like that. I don't know whether it's like only a Spider-Man thing, or it might stem from WandaVision and Doctor Strange into the multiverse, and kind of like feed off that. It seems like they're going into that realm of different universes, different superheroes.
To be honest,
so
I feel like. Oh, go on. Sorry.
So yeah, it just depends how they how they do this, really. How this goes forward.
I was just thinking. The reason I ask is because I'm wondering how much involvement Kevin Feige is now going to have over this Spider-Man movie, or if if this is going to be if the third one is going to be all Sony. You get what I mean? Like the first two, the first two were clearly Marvel, and Sony just had
bits in there.
But this one sounds like Sony's doing the work.
Oh, I don't want that.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that would be a big flop.
Yeah, I mean, if like Richard was saying, like if it's all stemming from WandaVision and Doctor Strange, and like Marvel have been like, this is the blueprint that you have to follow regardless. You can sprinkle little bits and pieces here, but you have to follow this blueprint. Then it's calm, because then like at least we know, all right, the fundamentals are going to be there. But I'll have to see a trailer to see if I'm, because I
mean, that's one thing where I have to rate DC. Everybody, you need to show love and give props, because the Arrowverse kicked off this whole on-screen live action, as far as I can think, alternate universe. I want to give props. No, I was going to say Star Trek as well. I was going to say Star Trek, but let's keep it mainstream.
Come on, man. You know Star Trek was the first one to do this, man.
Star Trek
Star
is
Trek is
pioneer.
Man.
All right. The reason I say this is because more people these days love superheroes than our Trekkies. That's what I mean. And yeah, Star Trek definitely hands down kicked it off of that live action alternate reality shit. But
yeah,
nowadays, like say in the past 10 years, this has been like the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
And now that they've done it which I remember saying years ago that they should have done, connected the TV and the movie universes, I think Marvel are now like, okay, we need to do this. Do you know what I mean? And
but in a sense, wasn't Agents of Shield? Weren't they kind of doing that, or no? They were kind of like putting the ball to be like, boom, this is where we're going.
I think they were doing it, but they were doing it at the beginning. But then after, I think something happened with Kevin Feige and the other guy.
Yeah.
I think they just
if you was to say like season one of Luke Cage, Iron Fist, all of them ones, and then I don't know, season 1 or 2 of Agents of Shield is connected to the MCU, but after the split, everything else it just kind of went its own way.
Yeah, it's they kind of done a loose connection kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It could be interesting because it could be, it could actually be good because you know the other Spider-Man films were good. So like saying he could be playing Electro, but a different Electro in this.
Hopefully, let us pray.
It could be a multiverse thing. We don't really know, so
you don't. But it'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. So
yeah. Well, the source wall is here on this one until we see some physical evidence of it. So that's it. But we'll keep you posted.
The source wall is on the fence about this one.
There we go. We're on the wall about it.
Yeah, because he wasn't a good Electro as well. He wasn't good, man.
No, he wasn't.
Good.
It was when they were showing those clips on Double Toasted as well.
Yeah.
It was cringe.
Yeah. It's like
I don't even think I watched that film because I was like, no.
I think I saw a meme or something where, because you know he was kind of obsessed with Spider-Man, but this one was like he's obsessed with Tony Stark, and Tony Stark forgot his birthday.
Oh my days, hilarious. Okay, well we'll keep you lot posted. And hello to everybody in the chat, Sean, Kieran, Sean, everybody who's in the chat with us. Thank you for joining us. Hi.
So speaking of, I don't know. I lost this one.
You can't find it. It's fine. Go ahead.
So Batman, not only Batman, but quite a lot of things actually. Yeah, Warner Brothers has decided to postpone a lot of their stuff.
Looking at it.
Yeah, so Dune is now on the 1st of October 2021.
Damn!
The Matrix is the 21st of December 2021.
I can wait for that. That's fine.
Batman.
The more time they put into that, the better, to be honest.
Yeah. Isn't it? You know what I mean? Render the CG to the highest quality. Yeah, I don't want Final Fantasy, 1991 effects in the Matrix 4.
Tighten up the story. I want this movie needs to be immaculate because I've only in the recent year or two started to appreciate the Matrix 2 and 3. Whereas before I just saw them as utter trash.
No, 2 was good. 2 was good.
Yeah, 2 was good. Yes, okay. But yeah, go ahead.
The Batman is now on the 4th of March. So it was actually originally supposed to be the 1st of October 2021, but now it's the 4th of March 2022.
Is this the Robert Pattinson one?
Yeah, the Robert Pattinson one.
Oh, lad, that's far.
Any other Batman, Isha? That's like
I mean, I wasn't sure.
Is that the Sean Connery?
No, because what's it?
I'm joking.
Affleck said he wants to come back. I got scared.
I was joking. That was the point of the joke, Isha. Don't make the joke.
I like fucking up joke. Okay, go ahead.
The Rodman is in the chat. Hi, Rodman. How you doing?
Hi.
I'm like Rodman. Wagwan.
So the Matrix was actually supposed to come out the 1st of April. Sorry, the 22nd of December 2021. So now it's the 1st of April. The Flash
not too bad.
Was supposed to come out June the 22nd, and now it's
the movie's been pushed back anyway. That's out when it's out.
Yeah. So get to it when we get to it. Yeah.
Exactly. So now it's the 4th of November 2022. Shazam, Fury of the Gods is now November the 4th. I think that date was June the 2nd. Actually, no. It's coming out the 2nd of June 2023. But it was supposed to come out in 4th of November 2022. And Black Adam hasn't got a date anymore.
Okay. Right.
Black Adam doesn't have a date anymore.
Doesn't have a date. So that was supposed to come out on the 22nd of December 2021, but now it doesn't have a date.
That's
So
that's just another one that we heard about Black Adam years ago.
Yeah.
it's only last week
So
we was talking about them casting.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, it's in terms of films like Dune, Matrix, Batman, I'm happy for the kind of wait, the extra wait, because again, I've been watching a lot of editors and renderers and like the corridor people who are like, we got to render up 500 megapixel DPM, whatever you lot do. So I'm happy that these get some time, to do whatever little rendering and things, maybe do a reshoot of something. The sand grain wasn't good in the 34th shot. Whatever you need to do, to make these films good. I'm calm about it. I can wait for these films. The rest of them,
I would have preferred Batman to come out, kept the date.
yeah, I would.
Yeah.
But maybe he can have some Mars. A little bulk up. Maybe he get into the spirit.
Yeah.
Robert, get into the spirit. Okay, but so
it looks good.
we're just gonna have to wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait.
because of this whole pandemic thing. Obviously, I'm not going cinema this year. I don't care what they release. I'm not going cinema like this year.
Yeah.
And I just feel like hearing that movies are being like, if we were reading this list on the show last year, I'd be like, oh no, oh man, forward to that. Oh, no, man. But it's like now I'm like, it's whatever. Like it's anything. I don't care.
Yeah.
This year's ending soon anyway, and then we'll just start getting rattling off trailers as well. So
it does. I swear we're gonna have like one podcast where it's just like 50,000 trailers we have to
title of the episode.
Keeping on that subject though, because one thing is Cineworld have previously they confirmed that they were considering temporarily closing cinemas in the UK, but they recently updated and saying they will be closing from October the 9th. So you've got two days tonight and tomorrow to
get your £2 ticket.
Not that there's any films out anyway, but
so what are you doing? Like, I don't know. This is what I'm like. Cineworld just needs to go online and do a Disney Plus and be like, boom, these are all the films that we're allowed to show. And you know what I mean, we give everybody like a Cineworld card. You have to order a Cineworld card, like an individual Cineworld card, and then or something, I don't know, and then just screen the films there. Just screen them online. Like no one's going anywhere.
The thing is, it is the kind of experience of the cinema though, as it is.
Oh yeah,
like being in that room and the sound and everything, and the company as well. Even the companies.
People bringing their babies as well, and people right on phones.
Don't go to Peck and Plex anymore, man.
Peck and Plex, cause remember when we went to see Star Wars,
mate?
No.
But
it's an experience. It's a lovely experience, like.
But it's just and they do lose a lot of money on it. I think, like with Mulan as well, that they release. I'm sure. They can release smaller films, but not big budget movies like these ones. They can't release that because they're spending too much on the production to not get that back.
Yeah, true. Oh dear. But bye Cineworld for now. I don't know whether you're closing down, but if you are, it's been emotional. It's like when we lost VHS. It was like, oh, bless. No, but to
be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these, maybe Netflix or something, might buy the cinemas if they can. I don't know if that's legally possible for them, but
I feel like even though Netflix is like hemorrhaging money, I don't know how they're hemorrhaging money, but they're hemorrhaging money. I feel like they're trying to get to like, we want to be like Disney, but for streaming. You know what I mean? Like they're just, we want to be the Disney of streaming, so no one goes anywhere else apart from here. But they need to like everything old everybody's ever made. They just need to put it on Netflix. Everything, absolutely. It needs to be the encyclopedia of movies and TV shows.
You wait until we can go like just go out It's like, oh, should we go Netflix?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Should
saying.
go
It's a Netflix cinema.
Like,
Look at
it would just be a cinema on the high road. Like, yeah, you want to go Netflix? Yeah, man.
Come like Tesco local, like there's just
Yeah.
one on every corner. Netflix,
Dead
if you're
out
hearing
here,
these
man.
algorithms, if you're hearing
Come
our
go Netflix.
algorithms, we want 10% each. Okay, just letting you know. Okay, what we got next?
Next up, Conan the Barbarian. Speaking of Netflix, Conan the Barbarian's TV series is in the works at Netflix.
Okay, what? Okay, go ahead.
So, according to Deadline, Conan, Netflix has put in development an epic live-action series based on Conan, the iconic swords and sorcery character created by Robert E. Howard. Project from Frederick Malberg and Mark Wheeler's Pathfinder Media is the first in a deal between Netflix and Conan Properties International, owned by Malmberg's Cabinet Entertainment. The pact gives Netflix the exclusive option to acquire rights to the Conan literary library and development works across TV and film, both live action and animated. So at the moment, if you notice, they didn't say anything about the comic aspect of it, because Marvel has that at the moment, and those Conan books are pretty sick.
I
still can read that one up there.
Yeah, there's a few Conan books out there at the moment, and they are really, really good. And he's also in Savage Avengers, so he's with Wolverine, Punisher, Venom, what's her name, Electro, and Doctor
That sounds
Voodoo.
mad.
It is a pretty mad comic, man. I need to catch up.
When we was kids, like, could you imagine when we was watching X-Men and then maybe late at night watching Conan? Did you ever think you would see Conan and Wolverine on the same page?
Yeah, exactly.
Like back then, that's crazy.
It's sick. It is sick. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this personally.
That's good. As long as they cast Conan well, because obviously Arnold Schwarzenegger, great. Like, he was a great Conan. When Jason Momoa did it, he's a great Conan.
I didn't watch that.
The film didn't match up with obviously Jason Momoa. Even though Jason Momoa was quite young, it's like he's perfect to play Conan. Like, he just has that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of visceral thing. Like, but I think the film let him down in terms of what they were doing in the film or whatever. So whoever they're gonna cast for this, I don't know whether they're gonna make it old Conan or young Conan or whatever. As long as they cast it properly, it'll be good, because Conan just, you know what I mean, his journey, like, is dope anyway, so it's good.
That's what I'm like, if you read the Marvel comics at the moment, who is it that's writing it actually? He's basically it's kind of like flashbacks where he's going through the back of his going through his life. So if you remember the Schwarzenegger film, you see him. I think one of the last scenes is him on the throne, and he's looking old.
Oh yeah.
Like couching on the throne, looking badass and shit. It's like that, where you see him like that, and he's just going through some of his old journeys. Because there's something about some witch, and he's going through his old journeys and talking about times that he's met up with her. So you see something that's happening with him, and then like in a pages you see something that's going on with her, and then you'll see another story, and then everything kind of links up like 5-6 issues down the line. But I'll definitely recommend reading the Marvel Conan books at the moment. If they made the series just a little bit like that, then I'm on it. Yeah.
Well, with Netflix, they have that opportunity of making it really gritty, so that'll be good. You know what I mean? And even if they don't make a live action, if they make an animated, like an anime of fucking Conan, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be so good. I looked away for like 2 seconds, and then I looked at Kieran's thing, and I was like, "What is happening?"
Because Richard's taking long. I can see that he's searching, so I thought I'll just help.
Oh, you are reading it.
Jason
Jason
Aaron.
Aaron, yeah.
Jason
that's
Aaron,
it.
there you go.
I cannot forget. He's been sick, man. But there is a couple.
I saw you searching the time.
There is a couple of books that's got Conan in it at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely check it out, man. Definitely.
Ooh, nice. Sorry, side note, Kieran, you're giving me Method Man vibes right now, and it's great. Just wanted to let you know that. Go ahead. Because Method Man always has got the hood up with a grey tracksuit on. I'm like, Kieran looks familiar today. Give me Method Man vibes. Cool, that's fine. Wu-Tang Clan. Go. What's next?
Cool.
Every day.
Every
Day.
All right, we're going on to the comic book news now.
Ooh.
So, sorry, I'm just come on. So, comic book news.
Page 4.
Warner Brothers will be adapting the superhero comic Black. So,
Okay.
have you guys heard about this?
Didn't one
What's
of us
that
talk
about?
about this on the show once?
Yeah.
Not the fact that they're turning it into but the comic in general.
Yeah,
Yeah, we did. Vaguely.
I think I read the first issue, and I need to go back to it. But this one is basically if superpowers were only for one race, so only black people have superpowers.
We do. No, I'm joking. Good.
So yeah, that's basically the world that it's based in.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you want to know why I found that interesting when I read that? Because I'm like, what about mixed race people? And say,
I wouldn't be surprised
how
if they
does it
had
work?
something like that in there, you know.
Yeah, that kind of makes me want to read it because I'm kind of curious on like how the gene pool works. So say a mixed race person then gets with a white person and they have kid, and then the black gene just keeps getting filtered and filtered and filtered. Do white people then evolve to have superpowers, or does the superpowers die out? I might read this, you know.
Yeah. And if you are closer to the blackest bloodline, does that mean your power is exponentially more powerful than if like you're a child of the diaspora and you're like you only have like we have certain levels? So like we might like us three might be like, you know, level, I don't know, like 3, whereas someone from like born in like Ghana or Nigeria, they might be level 10. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is very interesting. You have to read this. Look, Kieran's already, he put it in the basket already. He's like,
I'm trying to find it.
He's trying to buy it now.
Kind of hard to find because you type in black comic book and it's just like
yeah.
Black Panther, Black Widow.
So the creator, just trying to find his name.
Byron Edward Hill?
No, Brian Edward Hill is a producer, so he's already written the script. He's written the script for the movie. Osar Jafero financed the original comic through the Kickstarter campaign. So he said, part of the inspiration for Black came from my experience in the lack of representation in comics publishing, and how that directly relates to the scarceness of black characters. For most of comics history, white outcasts have been used as allegories for marginalized groups, while claiming to reflect the world outside of our window. Black strips away this veneer to juxtapose superpowers with race, while allowing black people to see ourselves authentically in media and inviting wider audiences into parts of our experience. We're excited to bring this story to everyone through film, and thankful to Studio 8 for believing in it.
Ooh. So what are they doing, a live action or doing an animated film?
They're doing a live action film, although I'll always prefer a series.
An animated, yeah.
I thought it was going to be a series. I would have preferred it.
Okay. Unless they're doing like part 1 film, part 2, part 3, like maybe they can get away with doing it like that. But yeah, I prefer an animated because this sounds a bit too dense in there. I want to suck it all up.
I mean, some things they shouldn't go towards movies. Like I swear I heard somewhere recently, I can't remember what it was, where some director was asked to do a movie of a comic book or something, and took his work into a meeting and said, "This is my pitch. I feel like it needs to be a TV show. Holler at me if you want to do it." But they didn't holler at him.
Yeah.
I found out about this recently. I wish I could what it was.
It
but
sounds. I think I heard about it as well, but it sounds. I don't know whether it was Watchmen or something else, or what's the other one that's coming out soon? Oh, I can't remember. There's so many. But yeah, I'm sure I heard something like that as well.
Yeah, but point being is that I agree. I feel like there should be more TV shows.
TV shows.
Yeah. You can only tell so much. The MCU was lucky the way they did things. Not everybody will be that successful in trying to do what they did. And I feel like having a TV show it's the way to go, because you get hours.
I think
hours of character development and stories and
I think the thing is, like, for something like this, if it blows up, like say for instance Black Panther did, so if it's got that much people watching it in the cinema, and maybe they do a 2-part or 3-part, and then from that they can go into to a series, because like we're saying, it's Warner Brothers actually. So I don't know about that, but if it was like a Netflix film, then they can probably go from Netflix film to do a TV series,
a TV show.
But I think if it was something like that, then they can probably afford to do a TV series as well. A bit like what you're saying with Marvel, like they can afford to do the movies, and they've done the movies for so long now. They can afford to do the TV shows. Movie budget. And probably, like, I don't know whether Breaking Bad had it, but you've got shows like Game of Thrones and what's the other one we're watching? Westworld.
Westworld, yeah. Oh, come back, West. Oh my God, I need to know what happens. Oh my God, it's too much. You reminded me. Okay.
But yeah, you got shows like that are making series that are movie budgets.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's even if they still do the movie, like, you got to go big. Yeah. Because the concept is massive anyway, so you got to go hella big. Or go hella home, you know what I mean? But sounds good though. Good luck.
Yeah, good
luck. Yeah, me too. And it's on Netflix, so it's more accessible.
No, it's not. It's Warner Brothers. It's Warner Brothers.
Oh,
that's the problem. That's my problem with it.
Oh, so it's not gonna be on Netflix?
No, but you can watch it on the CW.
Or HBO. It might come on HBO actually.
HBO, actually.
I'm gonna find a link. See the finger? A link.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. There we go. Okay, what's next?
Next, I think we're all going to enjoy this one. I definitely will when I receive it. But
because he bought it today.
Yeah. So the new X-Men, the animated series art book. This one.
I just noticed you put up that picture of Jubilee. I was thinking that picture was sick.
So this is coming from Nerdist. So basically, the X-Men, the cartoon, it's basically an art book based on the X-Men animated series. It's done by the two people that worked on the animated series on the show, Eric Lewald and Julia Leward. Eric developed the show for TV and served as executive story editor. While they were both writers on X-Men, they have compiled their knowledge and behind-the-scenes images into a fabulous new coffee table book, the X-Men art and making of the animated series. So it's a 288-page full-color representation of storyboards, production cells, comic images, toys, and more. The book will come out Tuesday, October the 13th, wherever you get your books. So yeah, kind of like just looking at these images here, man, it's just...
Yay!
Yeah, it's looking dope, man.
Yeah, I might get a copy, but not yet. Maybe see come payday, maybe,
Yeah,
but not now.
They
But I
look-
want it. I definitely want that
really?
book.
definitely.
I want it.
I don't think I should get it purely because I'll see too many images I want to tattoo,
Oh,
and then I'm like,
shit.
Isha, no,
That's a good
okay.
idea.
You know what I mean? By next year, I'm just gonna be covered with like half Marvel, half like gothic zombie death, and then the other half like, you know, spiritual African and Caribbean. I'm just gonna be like a collage
Yeah.
of. It's too much. It's too much. But it'll be good. It'll be good. No, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, yay! This looks good. This looks
Looks dope.
good. And I've always loved like early sketches or just black and white sketches of like comic book artwork. I think it's like the best thing. Obviously, then when you put color to it, it just brings it to another
Yeah,
level. But
yeah.
I always love like the beginning stages of when like animators or comic book people are just creating something. It's
Yeah,
really nice.
that's
Yay! I'm excited.
All right.
I'm sure you're going to review it when you
I
get
sure
it.
will. I sure will. Yeah, it looks dope, man. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. They need to continue
balls.
that animated series as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they're working on it. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Come on, listen to the algorithms. Come on
Get
now.
it.
All right.
Alrighty. So next we have reviews.
Oh, yay.
Yeah.
God.
He really does love doing reviews. I promise you. He doesn't look like it, but he's really excited deep inside. So yeah. Do you want me to go first, Kieran?
Oh, what?
Rich, you go first. Go ahead.
I was hoping Kieran will go first.
I'll go
Okay,
first.
good.
It's cool. I'll go.
Kieran.
I got it.
Good.
So, I actually read some comic books, people. I read quite a few comic books.
Woo!
I read Maestro issues 1 and 2.
Ooh.
I don't know if I'm going to review it, but I did read, I think it's a one-shot of the
Okay.
Immortal Hulk with She-Hulk,
Nice.
which that one was sick, actually. I kind of hope it's a one-shot, but at the same time I don't, because that's another for me to buy. Anyway, so Maestro, it's basically like the origin of Maestro, like how the Incredible Hulk came to be Maestro. And it was pretty cool. It starts off with like, which almost baffled me, Hulk with like
Yeah.
Betty Ross. Remember with Betty Ross, and he's got you mash up a sentinel. No, first it starts with him. You just mash up a sentinel. That confused me. I was like, what? Where is this going? But then I clocked that he was with like Wolverine, Captain America, and that's actually a dope picture. Just looking at it there. Oh, Rich just put it up.
Yeah, it's not. It's
There
not
you
on
go.
the. It's not on the page though. It's not on. The viewers can't see it basically.
Oh, they can't.
Oh,
Anyways,
never mind,
yeah,
viewers.
there you go.
There you go.
That's the picture. And there he is, soft, Wolverine, Cap, 4. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, and then
Sweet.
then he's at home basically with Betty Ross, and they've got 2 kids, Hulk Jr. and Betty Jr. I didn't care to learn their names.
Oh, one of them's green.
One of their names is actually Rick. It's Rick, and yeah, he was named after Rick Jones. Thaddeus. Oh, so Thunderbolt Ross. There you go. So that's what it is. So he's living this happy family life, but all of a sudden, like when he's talking to Betty, she starts glitching, as women do.
Excuse me. Okay. Maybe she just needs a Mars bar. Yeah.
No, I'm playing. She starts
Okay.
glitching though, for real.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hulk is just baffled. Captain America shows up out of nowhere. It's like, hey, Hulk, buddy, what's wrong? And he's like, nah, something's wrong. And he's like, nah, it's all good. I'm going to put my hands on it. It's all good. Hulk's like, nah, man, you're on some this is crap. What is this? So Betty starts talking some glitchy stuff. Basically, it's like the episode of Rick and Morty where he realizes that he's in a simulation.
Oh.
And then,
dun, dun, dun.
you know, 4 and them attack him. Anyway, later on, he wakes up in this thing.
Vicinity.
No, like this, kind of like this lab. Kind of like this lab. He's got wires and
Oh, okay, cool. Mm-hmm.
Things all actually really like this image, so I'm gonna show it to you. It's briefly
Yeah.
about 2 issues here. So he escapes this place because he realizes that it's false, it's a fallacy.
Mm-hmm.
Breaks out and there's like AIM. He finds out that AIM and MODOK are basically running this facility that he's in, and they tell him that the world has basically been destroyed. There was like a nuclear stuff went on.
Okay.
And MODOK was basically saying, look, we can survive this. If you give it like 20 some odd years, all the nuclear residue in the atmosphere, will be gone. We'll be able to breathe the air and we can just carry on.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk is like, nah. So he ducks out. He leaves. He basically ends up in Hollywood, and then at the end of the first issue, he kind of like bends like Hollywood and spells Hulk. So it's like he's cemented. Bear in mind, I didn't read all the Maestro stuff before, so if you're like, yeah, you did that, well, you don't know comics. I didn't read it. But he turned the Hollywood sign into like, I thought this was dope. Hang on, where is it? You turn the Hollywood sign into a Hulk sign. And so that's like him saying, I'm taking Hollywood.
Yeah.
This is my territory. And I thought that was issue 1. So he had no business. He did not care. He basically didn't care to kind of help repopulate the Earth and bring it back to normal because he thought
they did it to themselves.
Like I don't know if he says it. Yeah, they did it to themselves. I spent basically my life with a team trying to help these people, saving it from like Thanoses and Galacti and by the end of it, they ended up destroying themselves anyway. So I think he was thinking, I should have just left you lot to it. Basically.
Yeah.
And then issue 2, he's basically going around the earth thinking he can't believe that they did this to themselves. He's looking at animals, thinking these poor things didn't even know that the food that they were eating was poison because they're obviously eating poisonous plants and things that's been like got nuclear waste all over it. Yeah. But then he finds this kid. He sees this little boy like alive, so he kind of follows him, heads underground, finds who is this guy? I thought it was Gambit at first. I was like, oh, Gambit's alive. He's a robot now, but no, it's Machine Man. I don't know who that is. Yeah. I don't know who that is. I've never
He
seen
was actually part of the Avengers at one time.
So was someone lame was in the Justice League. I can't think off the top of my head, but there are a lot of lame.
We got D-listers in the mix right about now.
Machine Man's got to be like a Z list, man. Like I don't know.
Oh wow, man said Z list.
I actually forgot what it was that he was telling them, so I'm gonna bypass that.
Well, let's have a look. Sorry, I've oops.
Ooh.
So
if you
read this as well.
You see all the going on our screen right now, you'll be making the same noise as people. It's very exciting. It's very, very exciting. Rich is moving things around. There's colours. Great. It's like Nickelodeon all over again.
So yeah, you see the kid. So the kid goes into the basement, into like underground, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. So
that's just before he meets Machine Man.
Yeah.
And then he meets Machine Man, and then Machine Man was telling him things. That's why I forgot. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, that place. You know what, Bonnet? Do you know what? These were really good for an origin story of Maestro. Which did any of us ask for it? But it was, I love it. I don't read the Hulk as much as I would like to. I'm always thinking I should go buy Hulk comics, but I don't. He's actually one of my favorite superheroes. But whenever I do take the time to read a Hulk comic, I always enjoy it. And these two, especially because they're a mini-series, they're not ongoing. I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend people going out and getting this. It's written by Peter David, and the artist is German Peralta, and the color artist is I assume is Jesus Arabatov. It's just so good. It was like I was hooked from page 1.
Nice. Did you like the illustration?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was hooked from page one. He punched a freaking sentinel in the face and knocked the thing off, innit?
Yay!
I actually might read these again. I enjoyed them that much. I highly recommend Maestro's issue 1 and 2. I've already subscribed, so I'm going to be getting the rest of them like nothing.
Yay!
Real quick, Immortal She-Hulk, was really, really good as well. This is basically deals with, superheroes die all the time and they come back. And what they were saying in this book is that there are certain people that are like special, and she thinks that she's immortal. So she goes to, who does she talk to first? She talks to, I forgot who it was. 1 second, Wolverine, because she's like, you've been, sealed in adamantium. You've head cut off. How does he do it? And he basically tells her, we're not immortal. Death will come for us. And then someone else tells her there's something similar. I forgot who. But basically she learns she's not immortal. She dies again at some point. It shows I'm trying to be brief is why I'm tripping up on my words. It keeps showing instances of when she dies.
Okay.
Like each time She-Hulk has died. And the last time she died, she sees her uncle, Bruce Banner's dad. And he's basically saying that he holds the key now to
immortality.
Sorry, it wasn't her actually. It was the leader. She sees her uncle, and they have a conversation. Then she sees the leader later, and it's the leader that says, "No one is immortal. It's just that some of us have these keys to this door, but now I hold all the keys to the door, and you've died now. But trust me, do not die again, because the only reason I'm letting you go through the door now is because I need you not to be around. I'm working on something, so." Oh. I'm letting you use the door now, She-Hulk, but if you come back, you're stuck here and I'm going through. And that was just a sick ending. That's pretty much where it ends. It was just like Immortal She-Hulk, everybody. I think it's a one-shot. Totally worth the read. Cut the thing, innit?
Yeah.
That's the end of my review. I'm sorry, I tried a lot. I was trying to...
So I think
reviews, man.
I need to catch up.
Sorry, my brother's gonna watch this and be like, Kieran, man, I told you to use post-its. I'm doing it, right? I've got post-its. I just haven't used it.
It's hard on the run. That's good, man. I think Immortal She-Hulk has got something to do with Immortal Hulk as well, because there's a story like that's going on in Immortal Hulk. I think I'm like a couple of issues behind on that. But there is something going on where like immortality and the Hulk, and there's some funkiness going on.
Man said some funkiness.
Cool. So my one was Doctor Doom issue 7. This one was pretty good. So basically, what's happened is someone has basically there was a mission on Mars, I think.
Was it that movie?
No. Basically, there's something that happened on Mars, and Latveria got blamed for sending some missiles over there. It killed 3,000 people. Basically, it was a coup that was happening while Doom was away. So Doom has been trying to clear his name in a sense. So basically, he went on a mission with Kang the Conqueror, the last issue, which was a few months back, because this was probably before the Corona. So he went on a mission with Kang the Conqueror to find something. Some B-list enemies tried to do something with Doom. I forgot his name. It's the guy that's got the big eye on his head. They tried to do something with Kang and Doom, and they just got beat straight away. Doom got the box, got the suitcase, and Kang tried to double cross him, and Doom just got rid of him. Basically, he busted him up, and what you found was the ultimate nullifier in the suitcase. Now the ultimate nullifier is a very powerful weapon. It can beat Galactus. But you have to have the right mind for it. So this issue basically,
Ooh, that's pretty.
it starts off with Doom's.
Sorry, Rich, is that the guy?
Yes, that's him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
What's his
forgot
name?
name. He was in the
Orb.
Orb. That's it. Yeah, the Orb. The Orb.
Ah, yeah. He's in the Paradise. Is it the Paradise? He's in my Paradise, X-Men Paradise, where Marvel Paradise. It's a really good movie. Go.
So
Sorry,
you've
go on.
got all of Doom's guys there. It's like his close people. You've got the chief of staff, the Doom's longest advisor, the last surviving monk of Doom, Doom's secretary of defense, Doom's adopted ward, his cosmic herald as well. And they're like, there's someone in the distance, and then my man just rolls up on a mean. Yeah, I have returned.
You see me
Oh,
rolling.
yeah, it's dead, yeah.
They hating. I got my bear in the snow, riding dirty.
That's it, man. So Doom turns up, and he's basically like. He's basically like, okay, so there's a traitor here, and he needs to find out who the traitor is. So he basically needs to take them to task, and so he gets them all in, well, not all in a room, but he's in his room, and he asks them to come one by one to kind of do the oath.
Okay.
So he's like, enter. And the first one is Petra, and he tells her to kneel, and then she says she swears her loyalty and all that. So he does that to pretty much everyone, just to test them out. But the one guy, even like this monk, he's the last monk, and the reason why he's the last monk is because Doom killed all of the others.
Wow,
so
poor monk out here.
It's like, does a god execute your brother? Does a god execute your brother monks? He says, of course. And why? Because you killed them. It's like, and yet you live. He says, to spread your word. To whom? To you. So yeah, it's like, okay. So then this guy comes in. And he's like, basically, his general. He's always been there. He was with him when Doom was fighting Wakanda, and different other places. And he's like, okay, so he has been sending a letter to some love person, someone who's in love. Where he's like, dear Katrina, I dreamed of no fence between our homes, where we could be together again soon with ease. I long for a simple chair, a porch, and you, my love, and so on and so on. It goes on like this, quite poetic. I have left the door open. All you must do is step inside, so that we may embrace through the ends of our days. Love, Paisley. He's like, it's just a silly letter. He says a love letter intercepted by his spies. And basically it's a spy letter, so he's sending out some signals. So he tries to, and Doom says to him, look, I'll give you 3 minutes, 2 minutes to start running. So the guy starts dusting past the people. Then Doom just pops out, gets his rifle, and then bam.
Oh, bless his little. Oh, did the bear eat him? Yeah. Lol.
So, yeah. So this is one reason why I love Doom as well, man. So this next one is like, the guy's in a wheelchair, and Doom's just like, come, you got to show me some love, man. You forgot to kneel. So
you sounded like Kanye right about that. This is not good.
So yeah, the guy.
But I'm dying and you're not. Yeah, get on those knees.
So he accepts his oath. So yeah, this one, it just I've loved it so much because it just kind of brings Doom out has everyone loves him to be pretty much like a hard bastard. And yeah, so it ends where the guy who's actually taken over Latveria, Doom actually turns up to the castle. And so he turns up to the castle, and the guy's sleeping, and and Doom just turns up and is like, calls his name. It's like, what's wrong? Can't sleep. And it's like, Law of Latveria, an impressive title. You must carry it with dignity. Stand up straight, you're king after all. And hold your head high. He who reigns look down on those who don't. But something's missing. Yes, a true leader of Latveria must have
a broken neck. No, I'm joking.
Nearly.
I knew he was going to do that.
Yeah.
Giving the mask, innit?
Yes. So yeah, if you don't know, Doom's face is scarred up.
Yeah.
My father's knife. My father chased by your family into frozen fields where he died, clutching me in his arms. And the Latvian ruler must cause pain and bear pain. Do it. So he has to scar his face basically.
People were dumb.
Yeah, but he's
they went in, boy.
He's scared of Doom. So
yeah, he's scared Doom's gonna kill him, but I'm assuming he kills him anyway, right? Because he's gonna let him live with his past.
Must be a god. A god must soar through the heavens. Can you fly?
Poor
See,
pig.
people are dumb. Like,
I love this.
Hypothetically, if I were in that situation, you're gonna kill me anyway. I am not then gonna like scar my face. Just see what you're gonna do. Toss me over.
Let me ask you this question: if that was you, would you even attempt to take over Doom in Latveria?
Oh no!
Yeah.
There you go.
Nah.
No way. I'm not.
We're not doing that.
No.
We're
I've read
not
too many comic books to mess with Dark Doom.
Yeah,
exactly. Unless Silver Surfer's my friend and I can bring him. No, we're not doing that for Doom. We're not doing that. So
yeah, that was Doom issue 7. Loved it.
Nice.
Loved it.
Yeah, artwork's really good as well. Like, obviously artwork's great, but yeah, artwork's gorgeous. Woo! Very nice.
Full approved, man.
Forceful approved.
Yep.
Do the thing.
Okay. Last review. The Brave New World. There's a new series out. I can't remember what it's out on. I saw it on Now TV, but it's not on Netflix. But anyway.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So anyway, basically, the concept is it's called New London. London has been transformed into a utopia of heightened technology and no privacy in terms of everybody's interconnected, and they do this via is it Ingrid? No, is it Ingrid? Not Ingrid. It's some name.
Siri.
Begin with something like that. Siri. I'm just gonna call it Siri for now. And then
No, Alexa. Call it Alexa.
No, okay, let's call it Alexa. So obviously you put the contact lens in your eye, which is Alexa, and everybody gets to see, who you are. They get to see through your eyes. You get to see through everybody else's. But obviously in every society there are top, middle, and bottom tiers. So you've got the people who just clean up and make food and serve, and then you've got betas, which are basically pleasure buddies, and they're men or women, like they're just there for heightened pleasure. And then you've got alphas, and alphas, they're usually in charge of stuff and whatever. So everybody's in this utopia. There are 3 rules to the utopia. There is no privacy. You're not allowed to be monogamous, and another one about connectivity. So we've got this new London, and everybody's there, and obviously, if there's no privacy, everybody's fucking everybody else, because there's no monogamy. So,
What about
like,
AIDS? Do they still have AIDS?
they didn't touch on that, but I'm assuming no, because they're so well advanced that, you know, nobody has any sexually transmitted diseases because they're all genetically made in a certain way. So yes, so you've got that. And then so they have like pleasure palaces where people go to have a visceral experience of connectivity, aka sex, but they don't have any of the emotional baggage around it. And they have these things called they look like they basically look like shiny Tic Tacs, but they're basically they're emotion suppressors. So anytime something happens, like, I don't know, someone's talking to somebody and you feel a bit anxious, you pop a pill and it just makes you feel better again. So
You know why that's funny? Sorry, because you know in London we'll be like, can you imagine like you're in something? So it's getting emotional here, man. It's getting emotional. Yeah. You pop them pills.
Yeah, that's basically what
that's
do.
how we talk. It's getting proper emotional, man.
Yeah, and it's weird because like the sound of them popping the pills like is mad because like later on during like the season, obviously things go a bit mad, but like, and there's like scenes where like all of them are a little bit stressed and all you can hear is click 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 click, like it's just like you can just see them like popping, and I'm like, right, is this where we're going? But anyway, so that's that. So there's in New London, there's this woman called Wania. Her name's Leanne. No, is it Jessica? No, it's Leanne. And then there's a guy called John and some of them. But anyway, I'm going to get to that. So that's that. And then on the other side, somewhere in the United States of America, there's the Savage Lands, where everybody isn't interconnected and everybody lives like a normal human being, but they have created a theme park for the people in New London to come and experience what it's like to be a savage, aka a human being. Just to let you know, just to let you know, no black people, okay, in Savage Lands.
Is
okay,
they're
not.
They're not. Of the series? Did they mention that, or you just don't see it in it?
Well, no. I mean, as in, like, they were smart enough to be like, we're calling this the Savage Lands.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's no like black people that we're calling savages. Right. They were out because the minute they said Savage Land, you know me, I was like, what are you doing? Like, so, but it's good because everything is in terms of equal across the board. So everybody in New England or New London, whatever, if you're an alpha, there's loads of different people who are alpha. So you've got black people, white people, you know what I mean? And then betas and then gammas, and then basically, so it's level across the board, basically. So as well, but in the Savage Land is more like they've kind of leaned more towards not hillbilly, but like that kind of quote unquote, you know, growing up American but poor, basically. You know what I mean? Like trailer kind of people. But anyway, like obviously, like there's stuff in, you know, New London that's happening, and then, you know, obviously 2 star-crossed lovers a guy from the Savage Lands and a girl from, you know, New London, they end up meeting on some madness, and the guy who's typically a savage comes to New England, and he just basically starts to, not intentionally, but he starts to kind of unravel society as it is, kind of thing. And, you know, little by little, pieces start to drop off. People who didn't think about anything in terms of tiers or status are now starting to think about certain things. But because there's like a virus, and people assumed that the savage guy was the virus, but it was something else. But I'm not going to tell you what it is because you got to go watch it.
Sean's asking, so is there a tribal land?
I mean, yeah, so the Savage Land is basically the tribal land, where it does have nothing to do with us. Just they were smart on this.
This is called Brave New World.
Yes.
So, what did you say it was on?
I saw it on Now TV, but I don't actually know what TV channel it is. Like, I'm very confused. Okay. But there's a link probably somewhere where you can go, you know, you can have a watch. But like, yes, it should be on like Now TV. It should be on like a streaming service.
Sky.
Like,
Sky, yeah.
Oh, Sky. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there's a link for that. That's fine. Yeah. But no, it's a good TV show. Like, again, like, because obviously a lot obviously in like New England, like, you know, the emphasis is that everybody's open and everybody has to like more or less have sex with other people, and it's just like, so obviously there's a lot of fucking in it, which is fine, but like it's just like it at points you were like, are we gonna get to the story, or is we just gonna watch these people having sex? Like, you know what I mean? You just like, you know,
are we
when you're
gonna
just
get
watching
to
like
the story? Like, I could be watching porno right now. Like,
yeah, literally. I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, I did not subscribe to Pornhub. I'm literally watching Brave New World. So like,
there's quite a lot of stars in there actually.
There's Demi Moore's in there.
Demi Moore. I haven't seen her in time. What does she look like now? Is she old yet?
She is, but she's aging gracefully. And she was in. Sorry, side note. She was in Savage Fenty, the lingerie show recently.
Okay.
So, do you want to see her in that? You know,
Alden
Enric. I want to know if she's old yet.
Alden Enric, who played Solo, Han Solo, is in it as well.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah. Yes, that's the guy. That's the main. He's the savage.
Okay,
he's the savage.
I'm sorry. No. You haven't
even seen Solo. Anyway.
Harrison Ford played Han Solo. So what are you talking about?
The young Han Solo is now playing a savage in Brave New World. Okay, and
young Han Solo. You mean Harrison Ford from Star Wars: The First Movie?
Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Yes. But yeah, no, it's a good little TV show. It's only the first season. It ends well, you know. It doesn't skimp on obviously like the graphics, and it does get gory and stuff like that, which you know I love, so I'm great. But yeah, no, it's really good. If you get a chance to watch it, yeah, it's about four geeks.
Nice.
Not bad.
Alrighty.
Well done.
I'd also like to point out that both Rich and I are wearing Wu-Tang hoodies.
I know.
Kept down the low.
See, these two are brothers, just brothers. They're fraternal twin brothers. We can't make this.
We're not sponsored by Wu-Tang, but we would definitely love to be.
You know, we would love to be. I would very much like to be.
Ray,
yes, come on.
Riz, Jizza.
Come on.
Holla at your boys, man. We've been protecting them necks from like free.
Man said protecting the neck.
Alright.
I want the cream. Dollar bill. Okay. That's what we want.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
alright, here we go.
Let's
Pull list.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Pull list.
So, first up on the pull list, we've got Batman issue 100.
Oh, wow.
You know there are going to be some children out there who will never hear the Batman theme song. They will never know what it means. It's just going to die one.
They have to.
No. We have to keep it alive. Batman. Batman. And one more time. Sing it. Okay.
Okay.
It's gone already. Ready hooded.
Sorry,
red.
one sec. Mechanical difficulties. There we go.
There we go. He's back.
Right.
Method Man is back. Go ahead.
So, Batman. The Joker War comes to a city-shattering conclusion as Batman battles the Joker in a brutal, no-holds-barred duel. This is a fight 80 years in the making, and its outcome won't just change Batman's life, it will change Gotham City for years to come. Plus, catch the first glimpse of the new villain known as Ghostmaker. And after the senses-shattering conclusion of the Joker War, come a pair of short stories that will chart what's to come in Gotham City and Batman. Don't miss the first showdown between Batman and Clown Hunter.
Oh.
I have to say. Sorry, go on, Rich.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just like, I love DC Comics. DC is like my go-to, but they fuck up. Like, no, because they're doing the Joker War now. They're doing the Joker War, but don't you feel like it's kind of taken away from the Free Jokers?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Like, we were so hyped for the Free Jokers, and it's like they've released it at like the most dumbest time. Sorry, guys. I just feel like this should have been... I don't know, man. It's hard to get excited about this when Free Jokers is out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is supposed to be like this big big story going on in Batman comics right now, but at the same time, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it is.
Kind of like what happened with Doomsday Clock as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was delayed as well. The Three Jokers was delayed.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Same with Doomsday Clock, because that was delayed and that was supposed to be like. Remember, I told you there were all these hints to Doctor Manhattan in DC Comics, but then Doomsday Clock kept getting delayed, and then it didn't really make sense by the time it ended. I don't know, man. But hey, man, enjoy this if you're reading it. Batman's still dope.
Yeah,
It's DC's fault.
we'll see what happens with this. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Next one is Hollywood Trash.
Hollywood Trash issue 1, written by people. So here we it's Mad Cave Studios, okay? There's loads of people there, but Hollywood, famous for celeb, son, and murder cults. A Privy Council is the most exclusive club in town, headed by the entertainment industry's top mogul, a ruthless exec who, what? A ruthless exec. Wait, where was that? It lists his famous underlings. I love that word. Underlings to kill the people who stole from him. 2 local garbage men, James and Billy, must survive one epic day of sword fights, forest fires, and giant mercs. Oh no, yeah, giant mechs. At least there's hazard pay. Yeah, because we all need hazard pay on the job.
Yeah.
Check it out. Issue 1, Mad Cave Studios with Steve, written by Steve, art by Pablo, colored by Jose, and lettered by Justin. Well done, guys. Sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
Go get it. Okay, go. Next one.
Next one is Thor, issue 8, by Donny Cates, Aaron Kuda, and Olivier Coupel. Okay, you get a Mjolnir and you get a Mjolnir, and everyone gets a hammer. That's right. Come on down to Broxton, Oklahoma, and pick up Mjolnir for yourself. The famed hammer of the Thunder God is free for the taking. No worthiness required.
Excusez-moi. Mjolnir's not like that. Not in the streets like that, okay? Only worthy. Pick up Mjolnir. Yeah. What's happening with Thor? What's happening? Go get the comic and find out.
I feel like I picked up a Thor comic or something relating to Thor, and somebody picked up Mjolnir. That was
in the Hulk Maestro, the kid.
Oh yeah, kid. Yeah. Thank you. I was like, what? See, that happened in Maestro as well. Post it.
I guess we got the title for this episode then.
Yeah, innit? Post it. We got Young Justice. Kieran, read Young Justice.
Yeah, I'm here. Me wait.
Okay.
Young Justice, issue 19, written by Brian Michael Bendis, David F. Walker, pencils by Scott Godwelski, inks by Scott Godwelski, colors by... Things are happening with these artists. So, Wonder Girl calls Young Justice together to help her with the family problem. Seems the pantheon of Greek gods is having a hard time with some of Cassie's choices. Whoa! She's taking a stand. She's taking a stand to change rules as old as the heavens, and she's going to need her team by her side to do it. Catch Young Justice issue 19 by DC Comics.
Yeah, that was brilliant. Nice. Sorry, we have to call the podcast. We have to call this issue. Whoa, post it. Oh shit, that's funny. Don't do that. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, last one. Rich, you want this one? Because I know you love Spider-Man.
Yeah, I haven't caught up on it, so...
Yeah.
Amazing Spider-Man, issue 49. Amazing Spider-Man reaches another landmark, and we're celebrating Spider style. As if things weren't bad enough for Spider-Man, with Sini's reign of terror reaching riot level, the Green Goblin is back. Spidey has been through a lot, but even the worst things that have ever happened to Spider-Man have just been a prelude for what happens here, with an epic main story but by a veritable Hall of Fame of spider creatures. As if that wasn't enough, this issue also boasts a collection of prestige short stories by Trad Moore, Kirk Busick, Chris Pachulo, and Saladin Ahmed.
Ooh, interesting. Well, thank you for joining us. It's the end of the pod, of the cast of our issue of 99.
Yes.
And it's been emotional. Don't forget, you already know, with Twitch, there's a button somewhere where you can be liking and hearting things. Do that. And then when you go on YouTube, subscribe, like, share, all of that. Yeah. Jump on our Patreon because, we need some money. You can little £3, and then you can, let us know what things you want us to talk about. We'll talk about them, And we got little shekels in the bank. And then tutus, if you want to get a little bit much, go on Teesprings because it's cold now. It's cold.
Mm-hmm.
Don't let the mask fool you. In it, you're gonna need the hoodies and the scarves. Go on Teesprings, TEE Springs, Type in the Source 20 at the checkout, get 20% off. Then go on to the socials and be like, boom! You guys are hilarious. And we'll talk to you because we're just here. I'm not a guy, but you can say that just generally and then we'll get it, But thank you for joining us here tonight at the Source Wall. And tell them what they're never allowed to forget to bring when they come to the show.
Don't forget to bring a sandwich and protect your neck.
Yes, protect your neck with the crust.
Nice.
Yay! Thank you.
Travel safely,
See you
guys.
next week.
Bye.
Yeah.